right, let me just start by saying the DB11 with the V12 engine already was the best car that Aston Martin has ever made. That car is fantastic, and you know, I honestly believe after driving as many cars as I have, it's the best GT car ever made. It's comfortable, smooth, and very, very refined. With that being said, the V8 model had very, very high expectations, a lot of weight on its shoulders. And the good news is, it's brilliant. As you may know, this has a brand new 4-liter twin turbocharged V8, which is provided to us by the kind gentleman over at Mercedes-AMG. Now, you would think that they might just put an AMG engine in the front of the car, but in reality what they've done is they've reworked this engine. They've even gone the distance of completely remapping the ECU and changing the firing order on the engine so it doesn't sound like a typical Mercedes AMG. It sounds the way an Aston should. The interesting thing with this engine is it weighs a lot less than the 12-cylinder, almost 260 pounds. Because of that, even though it's down about 100 horsepower from the larger 12-cylinder, it has very similar torque figures and it performs almost the same way. But there's a big difference in how it displaces its power. With the 8-cylinder, it all comes alive over 3,000 RPM. It's got pantomime, it's got craziness, and the red line is 7,000. With the 12-cylinder, it really comes alive best under 3,000 RPM. It's great for tooling around long-distance journeys and GT driving.
One of the differences between the 8-cylinder and the 12-cylinder is the distribution of weight. In this case, the 8-cylinder actually weighs more in the rear of the car than the front, with a 49-51 weight distribution, whereas the 12-cylinder sits at 51-49. This subtle change really has a pronounced effect when you get the car out on the road though, making the V8 model feel very much like a mid-mounted supercar.
Because of that, they have very, very different characteristics, very different personalities between the two cars. It's not just the engine though. Aston Martin has also put a new steering rack on this car. They've changed the rear suspension, and all of these things, they make a meaningful difference. They change the vehicle to make it feel more like a sports car and less like a GT vehicle.
The exterior of DB11 V8 is more about subtle change than rewriting the rulebook. Its headlights are now tinted black, and its grille has been reshaped to be more menacing than the previous 12-cylinder. Its interior somehow feels even more luxurious than the existing V12, if that was even possible. There are very few cars that feel so special on the inside. The new DB11 really feels even more focused than before.
If DB11 12-cylinder wasn't quite as aggressive for your taste, DB11 8-cylinder definitely will be. It also puts me in the mindset of how brilliant the new V8 Vantage is going to be with this 4-liter V8. I gotta say, I am so pumped to get behind the wheel of that.